Welcome back. This is John Locke, and today I'm answering a question from the big SEO board on Reddit. This question is about Yelp optimization, and here's why. This is a good discussion. Okay, so this person says, recently we noticed that Yelp is ranking in the top position for a keyword that we're trying to rank for a client. We were considering doing some Barnacle SEO or piggyback SEO by optimizing our client's Yelp listing. Does anyone know how the Yelp algorithm works? So what he's talking about, Barnacle SEO, we did a video on piggyback SEO, same thing. It's when you have these different marketplace type listings that often appear in the top position, or they're in some cases for some keywords in some markets. Yelp might be number 1 and number 2. I know for contractors in large markets, you will often see the top 5 positions might all be Yelp, Home Advisor, Angie's List, depending on what type of industry you're in, as far as home services or contracting. Okay, so this is why this person's asking this, because, okay, let's look at what some of the people said really quick. Before we go on to the answer. Okay, so this person says, oh, it's a horrible idea to do Barnacle SEO. Yelp, you don't want to get in bed in Yelp. You want to rank enough brand-related pages above them so you don't need to have anything to do with them. Well, I mean, that all sounds all well and good in theory. The problem is that's not how Google's ranking algorithm works most of the time. Most of the time, for a local search, you're not going to rank above Yelp. Yelp is going to be number 1 in a lot of these cases. And we did a video in the past about this as well. But Yelp does have an antitrust lawsuit against Google. So that's one reason. The other reason is if somebody's searching, let's say that somebody's searching for HVAC contractor, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Yelp is going to be number 1 because it gives people a choice. It gives people a whole selection of HVAC contractors in that city to choose from. So that's why Yelp or Home Advisor or Angie's List is going to be in one of those top 3 positions. Usually Yelp is number 1, usually Home Advisor or Angie's List is below that, but this really applies to any type of local search. You're not going to outrank Yelp, so yes, you want to appear on the first page of Yelp. Yelp actually uses this to a considerable advantage right now, like where they have 10, in some cases, in some markets, for some searches, they will have like 10 sponsored results before they even get to the Yelp organic. And from what I've had people tell me, maybe some of the ad spend that Yelp is doing, especially toward the end of the month, maybe not on the up and up. So while I feel for you, the organic is something that you're going to have to do. So you're not only going to have to optimize for Yelp, but any other types of marketplaces, depending on what your thing is that you're trying to rank for. There might be other ones out there that are like that, where it's a marketplace of vendors. Okay. Okay, so this person says, yes, they're evil. They force profits by leeching revenue. Cover up negativity about their business by offering features. And don't get me started on your minimum contracts. Yes, 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 of course. Okay, so the original guy said, the plan isn't to rank in Yelp instead of Google. We are in the number 5 position. For some reason, Yelp is stuck at number 1, and our plan is to get our site on the first page of Yelp and hope that this helps and sends signals to Google. Yes, it will. It will help. And you're not going to outrank Yelp if they're already at number 1. You're not going to bump them off. It's not going to happen. And the easy way to figure this out is do the same search, but use a different city. And if you switch out that city like 10, 20 times and you see that Yelp is number 1 in each one of those search results, you're not going to bump Yelp off of number 1. Okay. The things that I have seen that work with Yelp and their algorithm, and and this is just my personal experience and what I've seen happen with clients. You're going to want to get as many reviews as possible and ones that stick. And Yelp's algorithm is really tricky, really sneaky. It helps if you have people that have a track record of leaving reviews on Yelp to leave a review if they're your customer. You don't want them leaving a review while they're at your shop or your office or your headquarters, because those tend to get filtered out. If they're Yelp, if your customer has a Yelp profile and it's all filled out, if they already have a Yelp profile, is what I'm saying, and it's already filled out with the photo and they leave detailed reviews and it's connected to their Facebook, that's going to be a prime candidate for leaving a Yelp review that's probably going to stick and not get filtered out into the Yelp doesn't currently recommend these, which I have a ton of them. So believe me, I know. So that's number one. Get some reviews. Second thing is you're going to want to mention the keyword that you're trying to rank for in your from the business section, from the company, I think it's called, the little description section about the business. Be sure to mention that keyword or that keyword phrase. If you don't mention it, if it's not already being mentioned in there, mention it. If people mention your keyword in the reviews, that's going to be helpful too. And also, if you happen to be closer to the center of the city than farther away, that's probably helpful too. Though Yelp can stack it any way they want, they tend to have the first page most of the time. It's going to be results that are close to the center of the city. So if you're closer to downtown, that's probably going to help. But that might not be an option. Moving might not be an option. So do the best you can with what you got left, and make sure your business category is correct too. Take a look at what your business category is compared to everybody else that's on the first page of Yelp for the thing that you're trying to rank for. And you might need to add something to your business category or adjust your business category. Or your business category might be just fine. But take a look at that. So also take a look at the other things as far as business categories on other places like yp.com, any other marketplace type site full of vendors and businesses where people can leave ratings. Anywhere that you have a profile like that, check the business category, make sure it's correct. That's basically all you can really do. I mean, you could throw a lot of money at Yelp. You could give them a lot of money. I don't know that that's the solution, though. I don't like that solution. So that's what I would do. My name is John Locke. My business is Lockdown Design and SEO, and we're here every single day answering questions on SEO. And if you have a question, leave it in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer. We're almost up to 500 subscribers and almost up to 90,000 views. So I want to say thanks. I really appreciate that. That's all I have for now. Until next time, peace.